All right, so basically, if you're just joining on YouTube, just watching to see if we close below the 2 a.m. candle, see if we close below London. If we close below London, looking for continuation down to that 264 level, 4 hour Devil's Mark, at 50% of this 4 hour swing. If we close back above it, 10 o'clock, um, there's nothing bullish, there's nothing bearish about this whatsoever, and we'll be looking for continuation longs off some kind of manipulation, 50% on the lower time frame. So that is the plan right now. Obviously, if we close back over London, then we're just extremely bullish, and sadly, we won't get a move down, at least on open. I'm watching midnight. Midnight sits basically inside the 15-minute breaker here, and OTE of this range right at this 15-minute VI. So if we're bearish, if we're truly going to get any move down, you think that this VI is going to hold on to price here. Let's go look at what 2 o'clock. Let's see what 2 o'clock gave us this morning. So 2 o'clock gave us nice manipulation move up right at the start of the hour, right? And then about 2:15 or so, we get a reversal from some manipulation. 3 o'clock pushes back higher. Actually, 4 o'clock, we got a new swing down there. Wyzrd actually took this trade right here. Or was it? Wyzrd took this trade right here, right? We got this breaker, and then he took it up. He took it up to these highs. Actually, no, I take that back. He took this trade off of 50 of London back up to the highs. Too bad we were not live for that, but that's the plan, guys. Just stick to stick to the 4 hour. We'll see where we close, and we will go from there. We'll stay patient. I'm kind of still in this choppy hourly range. We have no big earnings today. We do have news at 9:45 and 10 o'clock. New home sales and some PMI going on. So I think we'll wait for all those to play out before we get our feet wet with any trades. What do you guys think? What does chat think? You guys think we're going up? Looks like we are holding 50 of this little 15-minute range. Bodies are respecting it quite well. Plyo, of course, Plyo wins all time. Yeah. I just want a little manipulation move down just so I can get in. Catch 50 points and get out of here. But otherwise, like I said, the other option is if we get a move down, which we got to move down yesterday. If we get a move down and close below this, and get a close below this 4 hour, I'm looking for something of this nature. Looking for this, a little manipulation up 50% of this 4 hour wick, and then continuation down to here. That's the bearish case if we close below London on the 4 hour. But yeah, we have swept London. Exactly. And there's no SMT on London. Yeah, no SMT on London. Every indice has swept London. So if we're gonna reject, it's gonna be right here. Remember, you got a 15-minute VI sitting here. We got open in about 30 seconds, and we'll let her rip. Why is there 2 plyos in here? Oh, we already swept previous day high as well. Interesting. Oh yeah, that was last night. All right. Nice 1-minute breaker held right here. This is just hindsight. Look nice. All right. Well, one's an impersonator. All right, here's open. Open right at midnight. Our negative fours will give us a little more confluence too to kind of tell us where we want to go. All right, there's back to London. We'll take a look at natural gas here in a little bit. Please save all-time highs for us. So just let it play out. Let's see. Figure out where this SMT sits. So this should absolutely be a draw too if we're going higher. SMT sits. That's an old SMT on this high up there. Forgot to draw at the 7 o'clock to 8:30 range today just to see what it plays out to be. So this would be your range. So this could be a target later, the high up here. But kind of what we want to see here. Could potentially get a 5-minute breaker here to the downside. Kind of got a 1 minute already, but nothing. Still just range in the opening range still. So just prefer to stay patient. Let's wait for 9:45, 10 o'clock here. All right, for those that came in late, if we get them down move, this is where I'm looking for longs. I'm looking for longs down here off of this 50-minute order block. Kind of what Mark pointed out. This would be okay if because -4 is still a ways away, but if we do go lower, -4, obvious target. But I do like this a lot if we get down there because it's right at equilibrium of this range. But if it's going to happen, I want to see us manipulate down here before 10 o'clock, and then we get a 10 o'clock reversal off of here, targeting all-time highs. That's the dream scenario this morning. But a little SMT on the lows there. I'm just kind of stuck in the middle of London range right now. Nothing worth taking a stab at right now. Hidalgo, is that inside the Discord? Or is that I'm assuming that's just inside the Discord, not in the stream. It'd be weird if there's a bot. Okay. Let's say imagine the fake plyo is actually inside the stream. But all right, so if we're going down, it's a little 1 minute breaker at midnight. This should hold. I'm not shorting it. like I said, just pure tape reading at this point. S&P on the lows. We're still just in the middle of London range, not a spot. Um, I want to be looking to enter anything yet. What's our hourly look like? Remember, I want to keep well, always keep a line on your hourly opens, so you can kind of tell where your manipulation goes. Yeah, he's so good. They may play out twice exactly. Dude's a legend. All right, come on, IQ. Good pull back here. Nice rejection off the breaker. What would have been a good short? ES. See if ES broke this SMT or not. Oh no, ES is holding up fairly well compared to NQ here, which is a good sign that we get a long setup. But London low is the big thing for me when it comes to the 10 o'clock close. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up actually, Marshall, because that's the other reason why this area down here. I believe there's a N dog. That's not what I wanted. You got N dog sitting right down here, right at the VI basically as well, just a little bit lower than that. Yeah, for now the N dog from there, but still want to see this push a little bit lower, little bit, just because I obviously bullish on a higher time frame, but just want to see some lower time frame manipulation down to frame a long setup. Otherwise, just gonna have to watch it go without us. Remember what we talked about yesterday with the 4-hour candle close? That'll be something we pay attention to today to potentially frame um, that 10 o'clock reversal. Pretty sure I'm missing a candle here. Yep. All right. Let's see if we push to these lows. All right. Remember, we got news in about 6 minutes. The fish trading community. I love it. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, Perry. I'm assuming it's not, but London, the London stream did not happen. Yeah. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I looked over at my phone and it showed the alarm going off, but it must have been turned all the way down. So it was asking me to snooze the alarm 4 hours after it had already gone off. But, yeah. Yeah. All right, so it's still looking for a push down. Got 1 minute devil's mark down here. Granted, it's from open, so it's not like a huge thing, but obviously holding the 1 minute breaker up here. Closing below these lows, not the most bullish sign. We're still just stuck in London range for now. What's our 4 hour candle look like? No, it's not dodgy disc. Yeah, I guess it is. It happened there too. Wyzrd was up. I told him he should have started it. Wyzrd he actually took a trade. He took a good trade. All right, so we should be pushing to these lows here. It will be an SMT on these lows once they go. Yeah, that's that too, Jules. That too. But everybody seems to be happy and healthy this morning. So I think we're over it all. I think we all need a good night of sleep, and it should all be good. I didn't turn off the alarm, and I didn't hit snooze. I didn't even wake up. The phone just did not go off. You know how iPhone you can adjust the volume of the alarm. For some reason it was turned all the way down. So when I woke up, the alarm was still going off, just silently. Yeah. It's food poisoning from Chipotle. So my Chipotle, I will never eat Chipotle again in my entire life. I don't eat out very much anyway, as it is, and the one time that I do, that's why I prefer to always cook my own food. And the one time that I try it, that I do it, besides Outback, of course, but yeah, Chipotle is it's definitely a step down, and it shows because they missed on earnings yesterday as well. So good for them. They deserve it. Actually, if I'm going to I actually prefer Qdoba. Qdoba, at least you don't have to pay for a guac or queso. It's all about saving a buck, right? Especially when you're not getting any trades inside the market right now. Stuck. So the other thing that so if this thing does not close below, obviously we have news here in 2 minutes that could send this thing in any direction. Best case right now is because I don't think we're going to get a wick down to the 264 level before 10 o'clock. I mean, hold on to your pants. You never know. But if we can close above London, if we close above London and then get a potential, the first hour, a manipulation down, we'll look for that. But did you, Mike? Yeah, I guess it makes sense, especially there's so many people that go to Chipotle. Just so many people standing around, and they have so many things that you can get E. coli from or the chicken. There's a lot of different things. So like I said, looks like patient is the name of the game this morning. Just rejecting still from this breaker at midnight. Just still in the London range. I looked you out. Yeah. Like I said, best case, it wouldn't necessarily be a nice 10 o'clock reversal though, because what I could see now is London if we close inside the range of London with the 4-hour, you get a manipulation down. The first hour of your 4-hour candle is usually manipulation. Get a move down there, and then push down. But if it just wants to go, uh, then it just wants to go. But that's my plan. If there's no trade, there's no trade. We stick to it. There's still no first. No, it's a very good observation. We don't even have a fair value gap formed yet. As soon as you say that, here we go. 936 FEG. Oh, the one that I'm missing. Yeah, looks like we may not get one here either. Let's say watch for a close back above this. Close above this, and you got a 1-minute bullish breaker. But still, just inside the range. News does. Oh, that was news right there. So you can see PMI didn't do too much there. Yeah, it's true, Mike. Which means we should, if this candle swept, it means we'll see if we'll push that 4-hour open. But so we'll see if we get. Problem with this potential breaker is you're longing right into midnight, and you're still just in the middle of the London range. It's not A plus for me whatsoever. I believe we have. So technically, you got a little 1-minute unicorn sitting in here. If you want to long setup, looks like I mean, if you're taking this, you're going for more than this high, but just it doesn't fit my criteria. Yep, exactly, Mike. I'm just waiting. I'd rather just wait at this point. If it goes without me, it goes without me, and that's okay. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Didn't even get couldn't even get inside the unicorn. What did we hit? Let's see if we hit anything down here. Nothing really. Yeah, we do have a SMT now up there. I just seen that file. Thanks for pointing it out, though. ES ran all-time highs. Looks like NQ is still a bit away, but so we'll just see. We got macro starting in about 2 minutes. Looks like YM's not even close to all-time highs. Yeah, YM's way down there. See where YM went to. Okay, I can see why YM's bouncing here. Makes sense. So YM is bouncing where I was looking for NQ to get down to a bounce. So we'll just wait. The breaker, the 1-minute breaker delivered there. Obviously, it's kind of the best one. You're already longing at 50% right into London, right into midnight. It felt like a chase play. There will be a better play than on that one. like I said, ideally, wait for the 10 o'clock close here. Watch hopefully some kind of manipulation, and then we can catch the trade. Hopefully the other way, around a quarter after the hour, right at the end of the macro potentially. 5-minute breaker now. That's what I was just going to point out, Blyle. You got midnight with this fair value gap here. I feel like that should hold if we're going to be bullish here. There we go. There's midnight. Otherwise, we're going to go back down inside the range. Low risk long there. I'm not about it with the SMT, but low risk long there. I would just hop out if we close below midnight. But I said I'm not taking it. Just pointing out. Potentially, if you're feeling antsy, which I would not feel antsy in this market, right? That's what leads to the red candle club and the red account club. We get paid to be a patient. So far, we're just still in the London range. I agree, Mike. That's what I was watching. So we had London. We had this 4-hour candle last night. We had the 6 p.m. candle. We closed below it, so I expected So once we closed below that 4-hour candle, I expected lower. So you could have framed. Obviously, it's hindsight, but it's something that you can absolutely watch for. You can watch for 50% of your. If you close below on the higher time frame candles, you potentially expect lower. That's why I was looking to see if we close below London, which looks like it's not going to happen. Then I was expecting, okay, what's lower to take us down? But I expected lower when we closed below here. So I was watching 50%. I didn't take any trades, but I was expecting I was expecting lower off of around 50% or even up to, or even the your quadrants of your higher time frame candles when they close below or above are areas where you want to look for or for continuation. We look for the same thing on the daily. That's why I preach always grading your daily candles for reversals or a continuation. So that's why I was watching that in terms of London low this morning, but I don't think we're going to close below it to get any kind of move lower. We still could. Obviously, we got the macro to start. We got eight minutes to go, but that was the basis. But yeah, that's a very good point. But now, if we don't close, if we don't close. If we don't close below it, then there's no reason to expect more expansion to the downside, and anything to the downside is most likely manipulation that we can then use to enter a long whenever our manipulation is over. Which, when do we know manipulation is over? We use time, right? So kind of like on our hourly candles, we expect the first 10-15 minutes to be our manipulation. Like I said, I would still not be surprised even if we close above London, if we still come back down to swipe this low. Because you guys know I have that daily bias video to where, like, if we close back inside the range of a candle like this, the next candle, obviously it's not 100%, but like, okay, this candle, this up candle closes it closes outside the range of this candle, which means we should target this candle's high on the next one, right? This one closes back inside the range. It does not close above, so it doesn't have to. This one closes below, so obviously we should take this candle's low, right? I mean, it's right there. This candle, the green candle, closes back inside the range of your down candle here, so so the next target should be here, right? And it looks like this candle's going to close lower than this one, meaning we should target this candle's low, which could frame up a nice 10 o'clock manipulation move down to here to where we can then frame a potential long. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. And that's what I am seeing. But correct, Mike. Exactly for your manipulation leg, 100%. Anything to the downside would be manipulation. If we close above London lows with this 4-hour candle here in 4 minutes. Completely agree. If that's what you're saying. Yep, exactly. Especially if we close back inside. If this candle closes bearish, we should go down to sweep this candle's low, this 4-hour low, and then push right back up. So that's where we can potentially frame 10 o'clock. And our target would be this candle's 4-hour open, and obviously all-time highs, but based on the stats anyway, that 85% time we get back to that 4-hour open. But like I said, we're just playing probability. That's all trading is. But let's keep this 4-hour low marked because that's where we need to watch. That's your London low. And we do have new home sales at 10 o'clock. For now, we're just range bound. The 5-minute probably looks pretty disgusting. Yeah. Appreciate that, Jesse. Yep. I try to. You got to be cool, calm, and collected to be a trader. I wasn't when I first started. I was all over the place, but once you blow enough accounts. For now, just nothing here for me. Left equal lows down here for what it's worth. Mike, did you take anything for London? I doubt it. Remember, kind of got a gauntlet setting up here. All right, we got a gauntlet sitting up. Yeah, sitting right at her. You got 953. You got a lot of your time levels sitting right there. Close, Jesse. Air Force, but I mean, Army, Air Force. Well, I mean, military. It's all about the same thing, right? But all right, looks like that was 50. Maybe not. Just missed 50. Like I said, right now, just watching to see where our 10 o'clock candle, where we close. Do we close below London? Do we close below London or do we not? I'm okay with either, and then we just want to see what happens after our 10 after 10. Nice, reliable. right, so it looks like we're gonna close above. We're gonna close it. We're gonna close above here. So if we have a down move down to this 4-hour candle, looking for manipulation down here to then frame along off of this low. Off of this low, and I said I don't know if we get down to that 264 level that we talked about, but anything below here is how your turtle super is set up using time. I said any kind of bullish setup off of these lows is an A plus buy. We'll be all over it. Been good, reliable. Been good. Looks like you are thriving. It's good to see. Our family just went through a little bit of a sickness, so we're getting over that, but we're good. We're good. Is probably not. Yeah, definitely not. Not with a 5 behind it. I'll have to ban them. All right, give us this 4-hour low so we can frame a long setup. This would align with our hourly manipulation. Like I said, we're not souping it. We're not souping it, but we should take it. We should take it. We talked about it because this candle closes back inside the range of this bullish candle. Could not expand higher. We should take this low. But we're not souping it because we know we have an area of interest down below 50% of this entire range, like Mark pointed out, and this order block sit here. So we could push down there as well. But the fact we close back inside the 4-hour candle means we should be still bullish, but we just want to enter after some manipulation. Right, and the first hour of our manipulation should be until about 10:10, 10:15. Right, and this will be right in line with what we talked about yesterday with our 4-hour candles too. All right, give us a push, NQ. He said, I'm not short, just 100% expecting this low to go. Would rather not short this market right now. I'd rather just wait for the short to play out and then just long, especially in this market. But this is good for this is good. This move down is good for a long bias in terms of manipulation standpoint. AMD. Anybody in a position right now? Anybody in anything? Jesse, I used to trade just inverses, and then I kind of got away from just inverses. I still watch them. They're definitely not my main model. It's not definitely not my main style. Um, but Dodgy's is, I mean, his setup and trading ideas are really really good though. So if you're learning from him and you're having success, I would 100% just stick with it because a lot of people have success with them, but I found that there are better entries before the inverse to get in on for a better for better risk reward. The reason I kind of went away from them. But sometimes the ones that happen at the lows are fair are really really good. They just okay. A little time distortion here uh, is okay. Oh, you got break even. Gotcha. ES been going the other way, which is perfect exotic. It's great that ES wants to do this because that furthers our potential long bias if we can sweep this low, right? We're seeing strength out of the other two, right? If they're all dumping, it makes a long a lot tougher here. But like I said, I want to see a higher time frame sweep before I enter anything, especially when we're in a consolidation like this. I don't just want to enter in the middle of a range, you know. Long ES, nice. Yeah, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Yep, it sure is cash. You're talking about trying to figure out I see this one, but yep. Yeah, because really your stop should be the lows. So yeah, what I want to see is this logo, a breaker, maybe even a 1 minute order block if it looks good. A breaker, something like this, and then rip. And then if this is your true hourly manipulation down, this low should be protected and you should not go and you should continue to have your hourly distribution all the way back up. But looks like we may not get it. This thing's wants to rip. Yes, it's carrying it. What's YM doing? YM's ripping. Where's our -4 on the highs line up? I'm assuming that's way past all time highs. Oh yeah. Like I said, if this wants to go without taking these lows, then we just watch it go. I'm not going to long in the middle of a range here and get FOMO. Just watching basically these order blocks here. This should hold price if we're gonna go take that low. So I'm not shorting it. Just waiting. Oh my gosh, it's a huge SMT up there. Let's check out natural gas quick. Ooh, natural gas might be good if we get back down inside of here. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Set an alert here for natty gas. All right, come on, NQ. All right, so if this is going to happen, actually, let's mark out this hourly high. We always want to have our hourly open marked. Looks like these lows are going to go just as we anticipated. See why we don't FOMO into a trade? We wait. All right. So now any kind of long setup, I'm fully on board. I'm fully on board. Uh, right? Because if true hourly manipulation, this should be our hourly manipulation to then push higher. And what's ES doing? ES pulled back. We can look at gold, Mike. We can look at gold here in a second. All right, so there's the 4-hour low. This could turn into a nice breaker candle if we take the low again, but we don't have to. All right, so the order block held there. We're just waiting. Just waiting. Remember, this could have time to push a lot lower too, so stay patient, wait for our entry setup. But everything's playing out just as we wanted to so far. Now we just need confirmation that she's ready to go back up. And the time's about right too. We're about 10 after the hour. Or any kind of long setup, you should be good because of this should be your hourly manipulation here. Loads up copy trader, yeah. First target would be up here to this 363 high. Actually, no, it'd be the 6 a.m. 4-hour high we're looking for. So let's go with this there. All right. Load is at the D deer house. No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, there's a new low. I already know what Doc's going to say here. If we see the stop candle low, I'm super bearish. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about this potential 1-minute breaker. I didn't know. You're right. All right. So we're just sitting. Inverse traders, this ain't a bad 1-minute inverse. If you get it. Otherwise, we're might be pushing to where Mark wanted. Yep, right down to here. So let's get this marked out. No, we're still in that time frame of hourly manipulation, so I'm still forward trying along, especially if it comes off of here. See why we don't FOMO and we just wait? We wait for our plan to play out. Even if we don't get a long setup down here, we wait for our plan to play out. We don't just chase because we see something else moving, something else running. We stay patient. We have a plan and we stick to the damn plan. Yeah, exotic. That's what I'm watching for here. If you draw this, yeah, if you draw this, that's why I like this 15-minute order block and all this down here. This would be full mitigation. You basically got like an hourly breaker sitting here as well, right at 50%, which we've already bounced off of that once, but still could be a support level, especially with the new 15-minute order block sitting right there. So watching the 15-minute order block, prefer we get down to 50 at this point. Now that we got this close, I'd rather just see us hit 50. So 50 is 282. I'm going to delete this to kind of keep the charts. Are we really going to get a 1 minute order block here? Am I really about to watch a 1 minute inverse? Let's see. Best case here. The time is right for a reversal too, right? Right at 10:15. First 15 minutes of your hourly candle. Oh my. Best case though, we take a new low. We put this in. We take a new low, hit 50. This turns into our breaker, and then this goes. Otherwise, we're. I'm taking. I can't. I gotta say it. I'm gonna take this 1 minute inverse if we get it. Gotta take it. But it's not there yet. Oh, that hurts, Nico. But you got stopped to break even. It sucks, but you stuck to your plan. And as long as you didn't fumble back in the short, then smile and catch. You'll catch the next one. That's all you can do. Can't believe we might take a 1 minute inverse here. The good old days. Good old days. Here's your 1 minute order block tap here. Low risk entry here. If you want to try this long, I'm not gonna take it. Plyle's probably in. But yeah, Mike, I would much rather see a one more low put in. Maybe I'm being picky or greedy, but I guess one more low put in with 50 and then a breaker put in, and then this turns into a breaker, and you can take this all the way back up to the highs, and that's your trade and that's your one trade right there for the day. That seems like best case right now. Especially leaving 50 and leaving that order block down here is just. But when this market's super bullish, we have been tending to leave like higher time frame stuff to the left, even if we're close to it, and just ripping all the way back up. So if we get the 1 minute inverse, it's also going to cement this 1 minute prop block in with us. I will be long at that point. But exactly, Mike. We haven't tagged that order block. It's the one thing. But lately with this market, we leave stuff and then we just we rip all the way back up to all time highs. But looks like we might be good here. One more low. 282.50 is what I have marked for 50. But I'm really okay with as long as we tap that order block and rip. It's still a valid entry, lazy, if we inverse that for sure. It's still valid. I mean, it's still a valid inverse play. I would say Dodgy would say that's an A+ setup. But Risu would be best, and then we get a breaker. I would say that's your best bet here. What's ES doing? ES is okay. Oh my gosh, we're really about to get an inverse here. I do CV. Yes, absolutely. Especially when it has correlation. Oh my gosh, we're going to take an inverse play, aren't we? All right, I'm going to long the retest here of this inverse at 327. Do not want to miss this move up. Worth the risk. You can wait for the prop block if you want, but I would rather just get in this. That's what I'm talking about, though. Like we will have stuff to the left, and we'll just miss it, and then we'll just rip all the way back up. You just gotta, if you see any kind of bullish entry model close to it, you just gotta get in. That's the way it's been lately. This thing's not even gonna give us an entry. But I'm not like if I'm taking an inverse, I'm not chasing this. I'll at least wait for the retest of it. because even if I know, even if I long up here, I'm still expecting price to come back to this order block anyway. To tap it anyway. So I might as well wait for the retest and be a little more picky with the entry rather than chasing. Now you've got now you got a 1 minute prop block cemented with a 1 minute fair value gap with an inverse. Uh, Looks good to me. I really wish we took a new low there and this was a breaker. It'd be so much better. Which instead, since it's not, it's just a mitigation block. This is an SMT. That's why. That explains it. So ES took this low. So this is a breaker block on ES. So if you go to ES and look, you'll see ES took this low. ES is inside of a breaker here. So ES being a stronger one, you can absolutely long this breaker on ES if you want to. I see nothing wrong with that. Probably should have just got in at this fair value gap, but I don't think I'm going to get an entry here. Wish I seen that breaker on ES a little bit sooner. That was the entry. But just do whatever you do. Do not FOMO into this. Have some discipline and wait. If you get tagged, you get tagged. If you don't, you don't. So I'm really okay with this now because of the SMT with ES. ES should run all the way back to these highs. All right, so I got tagged in there on MNQ. Yeah, NQ did not dip down there, but MNQ did. Really just don't want to see us close below. So we'll roll with for a stop here. But if this is true hourly manipulation, these lows should be good. But NQ tapped it now, so I just got a hard stop sitting at 308 in case there's any kind of Trump candle or anything. Yeah, Jeff, we do this daily, two times a day inside the jungle Discord. L, I'm not. Sorry, L. Just seeing yours. We're not live every day, or we're not live on YouTube every day. We do YouTube streams 1 day a week, and then we do an AM and a PM stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday inside of the Discord solely, and then free streams on YouTube. We usually do them on Wednesdays. We forgot to yesterday, so the free streams are today. TP. I'm looking for this 4-hour open. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Looking for these 4-hour opens, 363 and 390. Unless ES takes all-time highs, then we'll be looking to get out there. I want to see some expansion here, though. This is the trade I'll take every single time. Like I said, this is the mitigation block. There's a tap of the mitigation block. Yep, exactly. That's the thing. Like if you're playing the hourly manipulation, that means you're also playing if you're waiting for the hourly manipulation, that means you're also playing the hourly distribution, right? So you're looking for a bigger target. Really we're looking for this high. There's a lot. Hold on, let me get rid of these. There, that clears things up a lot. So these are your 2 4-hour opens. Ideally, we should get up to that 390, assuming ES doesn't run up to all-time highs first. Not getting a ton of displacement here, but like I said, if this is our true hourly manipulation, this low should be safe. A little skeptical. We did not hit. I really wish we hit that order block in 50, but if we get stopped out, that's gonna be why. Because price once there, and I'm okay at re-entering, even if we get stopped and this goes down and hits here and we get another bullish setup. I am completely okay with it, but I'm okay re-entering just because of the context of what's off to the left here. But for now, we're just robots. The trade's on. Stops are in place. TPs are in place. We're letting her rip. I have cells sitting at 360 and 385. So just being a little more conservative, just because of the difference with MNQ and NQ. It's like, but perfect timing. This is the trade I take every single time. Every single time. All right, let's clean the charts up a little bit here. Let's turn this SMTs off for now. Let's see if we have any more SMTs. Not really on the 1 minute. I don't have a break even. I'll go to break even after 363 for the leftover contracts. Yeah, please don't shop. Yeah, that. So I'm not a big fan of going break even too early. I'd rather let the trade play out. We did just run into it's the 1 minute bearish breaker right here. So as long as we push through this, we should be in the clear. You see that's where we're slowing down right now. Oh, it's actually it's a 5 minute bearish breaker too. So prefer that we don't come back down, even close below these lows. Would not be the best sign. And if this fails, I'm going right to yell at Dodgy. I am blowing his Twitter up today if this fails. But it shouldn't. I mean, if this is true manipulation, you should see your hourly reversals at that quarter after the hour ish time. Right. And then we should be in distribution mode here, which is confirmed by our entry pattern here. Let's see. That's a good point. A 5 minute order of close over this 5 minute high here should really cement us. That and the 1 minute breaker. Seems really struggling. Really struggling. Another rejection off the 1 minute breaker. Hopefully, I answered your guys' question, Jeff and Al. Right now, we're also doing BOGO for the Discord. So right now, it's $25 a month. Well, you get it's $50, but you get 2 months, 2 months instead of one right now, with code Jungle at checkout. But still waiting for the 1 minute breaker. You're waiting for this, yeah. I can see that. You don't like that ES already got it though, Doc? With the SMT on down here. but not enough. Yeah, I gotcha. You might be right, Mike. It might be. I'm rolling with time right now. Time is on the side of this right now. So we should be, yeah. Yeah, we're fighting the end dog. It's a good point. Right at that 1 minute breaker. I would also say this: I would not be short right now. I do know that. A close above these highs should be good enough as well to keep us pushing up higher. I think a close above, yeah. So a close above, putting in the 1 minute breaker or the 1 minute break, which would be an actual 1 minute breaker here, would also be the 5 minute order block if it closes on the 5 minute candle. But all right, let's see where. Okay, so we gotta fight midnight yet. What up, Oksano? All right, so we got the 1 minute bullish breaker now. Obviously, we haven't got the 5 minute order block yet. 5 minute candle hasn't closed. There's your breaker, Doc. Is that enough confirmation for you? Hello, gold. Okay, all right, yeah. We'll check out gold after this. You guys keep talking about gold. What's ES doing? ES moving up nicely away from its breaker. Let's see. We did get an hourly prop block to the downside, but do not like us struggling here at 50% of this 1 minute swing. Basically, OTE, we are struggling. A lot in the way over here. I believe we're running back into London lows. Yeah, almost. Confidence in longs now. Yeah, that's definitely slowed down. Smell a stop run. That's what it almost feels like, but we're just a little consolidation here. Just don't like how we have slowed down at 50 here, but I'm still in. I'm not closing it. My stop is still in place. My TPs are still in place. We just let it go. We are emotionless. Our plan played out perfectly. We wanted either the 4 hour to close below to look for a short lower, or we wanted the 4 hour to close inside and then manipulation down to this 4 hour low and then look for a long setup. And that's exactly the plan we're playing here. If you do this and stick to this, you will be a profitable trader no matter what. Well, good thing I never wake up for Asia sweaty. Got him. Does I don't care if this play ends up working or not. Does the everything I explained this morning in terms of manipulation and all that make sense? And why I wanted these 4 hour lows first and everything else. Does all that make sense? The first 15 minutes of your hourly candle, you look for manipulation below your hourly open. And once you get a bullish or a bearish setup going towards the other direction from the hourly open like this, it should be your distribution for the rest of your hourly candle. And this low should be safe. Backtest it, and I guarantee you're gonna crap your pants when you see how often it happens. Timu Plio's all out there. All right, guys. I am at this point gonna move stops to this low now. So just a 320 stop now. 320 stop. So I'm taking first trim will be at 360, just before this high, and obviously we know that is the 4 hour open of our 10 a.m. candle. DM sent. All right. Let's see if we get there. That was stressful. Yeah, it wasn't the best, but that's why you just stick to your plan. You don't get when this starts to happen. You just don't get emotional. Believe in your analysis and what you've seen on the trade. I got filled there, so got one contract off there. Runners are running up for 385 now on MNQ. Really looking for 390 on NQ. Unless we need to set an alert at ES all-time highs. I will take off the position if ES hits all-time highs as well. Whichever hits first. Both should hit because if ES keeps taking keeps taking all-time highs over and over again, we talk about this a lot too. It should mean that NQ is eventually just going to go up there. Otherwise, we should have a bigger reversal off of the first SMT. If you keep going up and taking new highs, this thing just wants to keep on going higher. My stop is still actually. I need to look at that. My stop is still below these lows at 320. Someone tell me why my stop is still at 320 and not at break even. Does anybody know? Trump? No. Well, not necessarily, but that's what happened last week on the YouTube stream. The Trump candle did get us at break even with a big wick down. But yeah, pretty much crispy. I'm from a dealing range standpoint, right? This is like your 1 minute dealing range. We expect price can come all the way back to these order blocks down here, right? Mitigate this and then push up higher. So I'm not gonna go to break. I'm not gonna go to entry down here. What if I get wicked out right here, and then these order blocks are gonna hold from a dealing range standpoint? Back in OTE, why do I want to set my stops right at OTE of a 1 minute range when I'm bullish? So my stops are still below this. Basically, yeah, we should not go back below these lows now. We should be smooth sailing. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Because I just said that, you probably want to take profit now. But we're locked into green essentially. Even if I stopped it down here, for these ones to take a 6 point loss, we're still locked in on the green. And because we hit our first take profit, you know what that means? You know what that means? We are locked into a duck race today for a TPT 150K account. So we have a duck race to do after this play trades out. After this trade plays out. So we will do a duck race to give away a 150K TPT account. You have to be inside the Discord though. You have to be inside the free stage so I can get the names inputted. So if you are on YouTube, the Discord link should be in the description below you. And make sure you join that. So that way, because everybody in the audience will be entered into a drawing. We're gonna have a 52-person duck race right now. We're still struggling at this 5-minute order block, which we've already tapped into once, but remember we could still, like I said, we're not stressing here, right? We know we can come at 50, hit this fair value gap. This is an area where price should hold and push higher. That's why our stops are below it. I have it post. I can't post in there, Mike, but one of you guys can. Let me see if I can copy it. Or I guess I can just make a new link. Here, if someone could post that in the YouTube chat, I'd highly appreciate it. Oh, we're gonna have a huge duck race. I don't think I should probably start entering the names right now. It's 52 people. In the meantime, we'll watch this play out. All right, still looking for expansion higher. It's really slowing up here. All right, I'm going to start on the names because this might take a minute. All right. Plow, do you want a do you want a duck? All right. Casey, duck? No. Oh. Mobia. All right. Let's see. Big PP gang. I like it. It's a hell of a name. Sweaty Perry. This thing is really slacking here. But I might have to wait for the macro for this thing to start moving. Or I just had to say something here, and it'll get going. Bruised. Oh, that's okay. So that's Natty Gas. Okay, I thought that was ES. I was like, no way, I have to take profit here. Natty Gas came back to our area. I'll be looking for a long out of Natty Gas if we can get down. I've got a nice breaker here for Natty Gas. We'll see if we can get a potential long off of that. That'd be OTE of this range too. So that's on watch today. Man, this takes forever. All right. Jordan. My stops are now at break even as well now. I just wanted to go break even at this high. Because realistically, we should not go back down to there anyway. These order blocks should hold right there if we're going to make a move all the way back down. That was a lot of names I haven't seen before in here. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mike, do you want to duck? I know you're a cash account guy now. But if it's free, I'm sure you don't mind, right? One. Spicy doesn't get one. Yep. It sure was. It was definitely the stronger one to take. Yeah, ES is going to be ES is going to be back at the highs. The breaker was the breaker on the ES was the A+ move right there. 100%. Had SMT with that 4-hour low as well. So that was the move. NQ struggling. What I'm going to do is I will take one more contract off after ES takes the high, and then I'll have one contract left, and I will hold it for a 390. For 390, we should still push up for 390, but I want to make sure we're paid. All right, almost through this list here. If you joined in the last few minutes, let me know. I guess we can double check the numbers, but yeah, ES was much cleaner. Always smart to long the stronger pair. Not much. So many names. All right. Imagine Dodgy ever did a duck race. Dude would have to start typing at 7 a.m. What up, Barcada? Long time no see. I guess you were in the last free stream. There's probably a way for AI to do it. I probably could have snipshotted all the names here and said, put all these in a list for me. I could have copied and pasted it. Nice plyo. I was waiting for it. All right, so we have 53 names and 54 in the audience. So everyone should have a duck besides KC. So the math adds up. All right, so there's our first target. That was our NQ hits our first target. Look at the rejection we get there. Like I said, we'll take another one off after ES takes all-time highs. All right, so take another one off there. It's not really much higher than the last one we just sold, but that's all right. We got one left. break even and looking for 390. 390 is the open of our 4-hour candle up here. So we'll take the last one off there. There we go, NQ. There we go. And Q's is in a hurry for this duck race. Options. I gave you every reason to hold. Every single reason to hold. You're an hourly distribution. Hourly distribution. Everything everything you learned in the first, not necessarily, I'm not just saying you out. I'm saying everything we've learned in terms of ICT. Oh, you had same entries, Plyo. Nice. What'd you end up taking, Plyo? Just you took that 1-minute OB tap. Okay. Or 30-second. Yeah, 30-second. Man, ES was absolutely textbook. All right. So what are we sitting at? Still struggling here. Still think we got 30 points left in the tank here, though. Yep. Sure is, Plyo. Sure is. I didn't want to jinx it. Smart, smart, smart. I personally use Replicanto, but I use Replicanto because it's just the first one that I bought, and I've already got 160 some dollars into it, so I don't want to spend any more money on a copier. But I've heard good things about TradeSyncer, and I've heard really bad things about TradeSyncer. Depends who you ask. DJ in here hates TradeSyncer, so I guess it leaves some orders open sometimes, or it makes ghost orders. Is what it's what I've heard. Um, I just happened to buy Replicanto when I got scammed by a bot, so uh, that's the one that I just stick with. I have to get my money back somehow. So this the OG bot. Come on, A1, you know this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it makes sense to check anyway to make sure everything's flat afterwards for sure. But did anybody take ES instead of NQ today? I like ES closed above, so that should mean we continue higher. Don't want to jinx it, but it should be what that means. You haven't missed the race, Playa. Where I'm waiting for this trade to play out first. I don't want something to happen in the trade in the middle of the duck race. That is true, Hayes. Or you could get a VPS. Oh, we definitely have Tuesday low of week. Yeah, Plyo talked about that already, for sure. We talked about it. I talked about it last Thursday as well when we started to make that daily BISI. Same thing, guys. Same thing. AMD. Monday, Tuesday. Your first quarter of your weekly candle dips down into what? Manipulation, and then we should have expansion the rest of the week. Just like this trade here, just on a lower time frame. I said I do have a little FOMO. I didn't take the ES, but I'll be happy as long as this still delivers up here, which 85% of the time we return to the 4-hour open after if the first hour of the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle sweeps the higher low of the of the 6 a.m. 4 hour candle. This feels like a stop run's coming though. This is starting to look heavy, like a lot of LR building up here. But I said just I don't think so, Hayes. No. Yeah. She's saying she just leaves Replicanto on and then executes from her phone with the Elite account. Uh, what part, Perry? Oh, the 4 hour thing. Yeah, I can. I've got it typed out in a few spots, but essentially, we can go over that for the people that weren't here in stream yesterday. You want to, if the first hour, so what you want to do is you want to frame your 6 a.m. candle. Sorry for the guys that have heard this already. You got to you have to hear it again. I'm sorry. You know, frame out your 4 hour, your 6 a.m. 4 hour candle. If within after 10 o'clock, if the first hour after this candle closes, so the first hour of this 4 hour candle, which should be what? Your manipulation, right? Your first quarter of this 4 hour candle should be manipulation. If the first hour swipes the higher low, you look for expansion back the other way, back to the open of this 4 hour of the 6 a.m. open candle. So yesterday, yesterday around 10 o'clock we took. Yesterday we took this 4 hour low right here within the first hour. This was like 10 o'clock or so. So what do? We look for a long position, which Plyo and them caught, and you target up to this 4 hour open right here. Does that make sense? And just like today, it's the same thing with today, right? We look for the 6 a.m. 4 hour candle. We look for what? Manipulation below it. Because we did not close below it, we just swept it within the first hour of this 4 hour candle. So what do we look for? We look for expansion up to, what's our target? Up to 390. This 4 hour candle's open, which we're about to not hit. Wink, wink. But does that make sense? If not, it's recorded and I will make that a separate clip so that way. Does anybody have any questions about that? It's pretty straight to the point. Look for the first hour to take the 6 a.m. candle higher or low, and then target target the 6 a.m. candles open price. But a little bit higher here. So just waiting. Like I said, I got final TP sitting 386 just because I'm on MNQ here. We did not end up streaming London, Doc. The alarm was on silent. But for those that still showed up and commented on the YouTube stream, Amy, Oksano, Sweaty, Ben, I truly appreciate it. It made my morning when I seen that. So London had a nice short though. London had a nice short. Let's see if we can find it here. It's obviously hindsight now, but where was it? Where was it? So look what happens here. Same thing we talked about. This happens a lot in London. Look what time this starts. So this move starts. Your hourly open of your 2 hour candle, of your 2 a.m. candle, would have been right here, right? This is the open. Look what you get. First 15 minutes or so of your hourly candle, 2 o'clock, 2:15. What time does your reversal start? Right here. This is your hourly manipulation. Then you had distribution all the way down here until 3 o'clock, right? See how that works. And then here, what time does your 4 o'clock right here? 4 o'clock, your 4 o'clock open would have been up here. I got the wrong tool here. Look at here, manipulation down. What time does your reversal start? About 5 after. This like it's never like exactly on the 15 of the hour. But if you get any kind of like bullish setup below your hourly open and you're expecting higher prices after some kind of manipulation below your hourly open, um, there you go. Rip it. Just go back and look at it, and you'll be amazed. A few more points here. Just want this to go so we can start the duck race. Patience, patience. If anybody's holding, then you're holding for all-time highs and these equal highs. But I'm cool with base hits and locking the accounts. Your duck won't finish the race. It's possible. Missed my TP there by a tick, so that's cool. Should be fine. Like I said, would like to see this hit now that we're at the top of the hour, because there's always a chance that we get, like we just talked about, we could have some kind of hourly manipulation down first to then continue higher. So I'd rather this just takes profit. There we go. All right, I'm all out there. All out. Absolutely content there. Oh, 53 points or so. We'll take it. I can't go yell at Dodgy now. I have to go let him know we took a 1-minute inverse. I'm gonna say we took the 1-minute mitigation block instead. I'm not telling Dodgy that I took an inverse. I'm not doing it. So that's cool. As I've got the 1-minute inverse, that's going to be recorded on stream the entire time. But all right, guys. If is anybody trying to hold for all-time highs? Anybody trying to hold? Like I said, NQ should still get up to this. NQ should still get up to this 4-hour high, this 4-hour open. Keep that mark. NQ will absolutely run into that. So if you're in minis, hold for that at least, at minimum. Other than that, let me double check that the duck race, I have all the names. Some people left, so if you left, you have to be in here to get it. So if that person wins, I'm not sure who left. But maybe they made so much money that they don't care about a free account. Like they can just go buy one now. All right, we'll see if this hits 390. We'll get this duck race going. Dang, it's already 11 too. Nice. Cool. Who all caught a piece of that this morning? Did anything make sense? I don't think we talked about. I think it caught out this morning basically to the tick. Like I laid it out prior, laid everything out as perfect as I could, exactly how I seen it. Patience, all that stuff. Everything was mentioned. All right, let's make sure I have no ghost orders open here, and we will get the duck race brought up here. If anybody's holding for all-time highs, we're all rooting for you. All right, let's make sure. I gotta make sure no one else. If you joined in the last 10, 15 minutes, let me know. It doesn't look like it though. Paul, I feel like I don't have your name on here. Okay, I do. Okay, I think I got everybody. All right, let me switch screens. I gotta switch screens for the YouTube. as well. But anybody on YouTube should be in here anyway. But all right, let's change to the duck. All right, so we got the duck race brought up, and okay, yeah, I got you. I got your name on here. All right, so I just don't want to miss anybody. I'd feel absolutely awful if. All right, let me change the stream. To the duck race. There we go. All right. I think I have all the names. It says 53, and we have 51 in here. So everybody should be. I feel like okay, Rumblefish. I do have you. Okay. So there's a few new names in here that I haven't seen. So, all right, guys, we're gonna do we're gonna do a minute. We're gonna do a 2-minute duck race. We're gonna do a 2-minute duck race. We're doing a longer duck race because it's a 150K account. So, a little longer. 2-minute duck race. If you win, get a hold of code. I almost said code KC. Get a hold of KC to to get your free account. But with that, good luck. Make sure I just make sure I got everybody. All right, I'm gonna roll through the list quick. Look for your name. If you don't see it, please let me know. All right, everybody good? Everybody good? I think I got everybody. It's Mayhem. All right. Duxano. It's all. Oh wait, I spelled it. How the heck? Oh, okay. There. How about that? And B Mac. I don't know why I put an A after that. Oh, because I was spelling Amy's name. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right. Barkada's typing. I know I got Barkada on there, so I'm gonna send it. All right. Everybody can see. We're all brought up. The duck race is ready. Let her rip. Oh my god, this thing's gonna take forever. Remember, you don't want to be in the lead in the very beginning, like Plyo. Oh, I should have made it full screen. Oh well. I'm not doing I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Last time I did it, it messed it up. Um yeah, last time I did it, it like exited out and deleted all the names. You have to do it like first. You have to like yeah. So we'll let it go. I'm sorry. Well, looks like Sweaty, I think you're cooked. You're right up front. BMAC, you're probably cooked. Maybe. All right. How's that? Is that better? There you go. All right. All right, and they're on the home stretch. Big PP gang. I know. I said the same thing. What a name. Love it. What an absolute mess. See, it's like the first 30 seconds of this race is your manipulation leg. So you don't want to be up front first. Whoever's up front at the very beginning, you're not going to win because you are the manipulation leg. And we're going higher. So you don't want to be up front first. You want your distribution from the back. Oh, that sounded very bad, but all right. All right, we're gonna all right, all right. 10 seconds. Who's oh, oh. They always come from the end. Kalo. Kalo, let's go. I thought Spicy had it. Spicy almost won again. Rigged. Kalo, let's go. Are you in here? Hold on. Okay, yeah. He's I was say he's in here. He's a premium member. All right, everybody tag Kalo. Let him know. Should be in here though. He's in here. But all right. Let me change screens back. See if there's anything else we're talking about. But But in terms of YouTube, I'm going to end the YouTube stream here. Truly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys caught a banger. We called it out live time, talked about it beforehand, framed it, waited for it, showed patience. Like I said, we do this every single day inside the jungle. We don't take bangers like that every day. We take losses too, just like every other people. But it's all about managing your risks, staying disciplined. That's what we try to preach inside the jungle. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, we're doing a BOGO right now. Code Jungle at the AWAP, which is below, or just check out the free streams inside the Discord. But with that, ending the YouTube stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next time. Peace.